Bonjour. Et aujourd'hui, c'est jeudi le 9 mai. Alors, s'il vous plaît, d'écrire la date et en plus de faire la préparation, ce qui est écrit ici, je suis allé au centre commercial. Mettez cette phrase au négatif. Cette phrase ici, tu vas le mettre au négatif. Alors, faire pause the recording, and write that sentence in your notes underneath today's date in the negative. Pause. Alors, j'espère que ce que vous avez écrit, I hope that what you wrote was je ne suis pas allé au centre commercial. Je ne suis pas allé au centre commercial. I did not go to the mall. Alors, aujourd'hui, qu'est-ce qu'on fera? On va réviser les formes négatives qu'on sait déjà et on va apprendre quelques formes négatives en plus. Et voilà, hier, last class, you put these sentences in the negative. Pause and compare the answers to what you have in your notes. Make sure your notes are complete. Pause. Alors, j'espère que ce que vous avez fait, c'était de toujours encercler le verbe conjugué avec le ne et le pas. So I hope what you found is that you always surround the conjugated verb with the ne and the pas, the parts of the negative sandwich, around the conjugated verb. You can have two verbs in a sentence, but the second verb is the action verb, which is very important for meaning, but it is the conjugated verb that gets the ne and the pas. For example, in number 3, I am going to walk to my house. When you make it negative, are you saying I'm not going to walk to my house? Or do you say I am going to not walk to my house? Typically, we say, I'm not going. And just the same in French, you would then make the going the negative part of the sentence. OK, à continuation, j'espère que vous le trouvez facile jusqu'à ce moment. So far, so good, easy peasy. Let's take a minute to get some further negative expressions in our notes. And just to make it a bit more interesting, let's watch a video. And I should say, during this video, at the bottom of the frame, the negative expression is going to come up down here. You should get those written into your notes. Here we go. OK, bravo. Très enthousiaste et excellent, en effet. So very exciting video there. I think I've heard that song before. Mais quand même, qu'est-ce que vous avez appris? Vous avez bien appris quelques expressions négatives en plus. So hopefully you got these negative expressions into your notes. So again, ne pas is making it negative, so doesn't do whatever the thing is. Ne personne, no one. Ne rien, nothing. Ne plus, no longer. Ne jamais, never. Ne pas encore, not yet. And ne que means only. In French, they do double negative. So well, we'll talk more about that after you write these 7 sentences down in your notes and then write down what they mean beside them. So pause the video and do that. Okay, so now taking a look in your notes, let's talk about what they mean. Number 1, je n'aime personne. I don't like anyone, which is the same as I like no one. So it's not quite saying I don't like no one. You are saying I do not like anyone. Number 2, I no longer play soccer. Number 3, I have not yet listened to the music of Justin Bieber. Number 4, I am not going to visit Kazakhstan. 5, we only want one car. 6, I want nothing for my birthday, or I don't want anything for my birthday. Et 7, ils ne tombent jamais, they never fall, or they do not ever fall. D'accord? If you have any questions about that, pause the recording, raise your hand, and I'll come over and we can talk about it a bit more. Okay, maintenant, s'il vous plaît. So now you want to grab this handout, and I do want you to actually physically get up and come get it off of the front table. That way I can see who's moved on to this point. Pretty straightforward in my opinion, but if you have any questions, do raise your hand. Once you have finished this worksheet, you can start the recording again for the next steps. Once everyone is finished, we're going to go over the answers as an entire class. So hold on to that. Okay, if you finish that worksheet, then right now you are simply waiting for the rest of the class to finish it as well. But not just waiting, you're getting some extra practice during that time. So come and grab this handout, which is nice because it gives the book's explanation of negative expressions, which are just here. So have a read of this and then complete, excuse me, these 2 exercises. So pause and complete this. Okay, so by now we should have gone over the first worksheet with the answers, but possibly not. If you are at this point in the video, we're going to do a listening. You don't necessarily have to grab the blue textbook, but if you want to, we are on page 63. The explanation for the negative as a review, because potentially you did see this in level 1, is on page 62. So as we look at page 62, they give another explanation of negative expressions. And number 2 right here is pretty interesting. Have a read of that. You can use many negative expressions without a complete sentence. Use only the second part of the expression without the word ne. For example, qu'est-ce que ta tante fait pour t'aider? Rien. What does your aunt do to help you? Nothing. So just like in English, you can answer with these single words. Take a look over here on the left-hand margin, en anglais. In English, you do not use more than 1 negative word in a sentence. I don't have anything to do. I have nothing to do. Whereas in French, you have to use 2 negative words, ne and the negative expression. Je n'ai rien à faire. I have nothing to do. Okay, maintenant, on va faire l'exercice 38. So in your notebook, record your answers here. You're going to hear some conversations and you're to say, write down A, if it's something that has been done, or B, something that still needs to be done. This 10-minute screencast-o-matic is going to end, and then so go ahead and open up the second recording to complete this exercise.